Hey there, guys. We're gonna real quick today. We're gonna look at the pieces and parts of our parametric equalizer. If you notice right here, we have the parametric equalizer pulled up, and this is very similar to what we have on our PreSonus boards. If you're using the PreSonus board, this is very similar to what you have, which is a 4-band, which means there's 4 different frequencies that you can adjust. 4 different bands that you can adjust here. So 4-band parametric equalizer. Now, if you're not hooked up to a computer with your board, you may just be using the fat channel, and essentially the fat channel is the same thing, but it's just not doesn't have the visual aid that this has. Essentially, you just have this portion of it down here laid out, and you can't really see the graphic part of it. That being said, I really enjoy having the graphic part of it, and so if you're not hooked up to a computer or an iPad to where you can see that, I suggest that would be a good step to take to help improve your EQing abilities. Just real quick, want to show you the different controls we have here. For each band that you have, you can see you can cycle those on and off. But for each band that you have, there is a gain, a frequency, and a Q, or a bandwidth as it's sometimes called. And you can turn, so this frequency goes from 16 hertz to 16K, actually goes up to about 20K here. But you can actually turn this knob here and adjust what frequency that you are going to control, and then the gain will turn the volume of that frequency up or down. And so I'm going to spread these out a little bit so that this makes a little more sense here. But for instance, let's say that I need to get some muffly low end out of a track. I could find that frequency by doing a frequency sweep, and we'll have another quick video on doing a frequency sweep, but essentially you can search around for that frequency that you want to get rid of, and then I can use this, find the frequency, and then drop this down, and it's literally turning down the volume of that frequency. And so those are how those relate. You've got your frequency that you're controlling, and then the volume of that frequency that you're controlling. The bandwidth is what you're affecting on either side of that frequency, how much you're affecting. So you'll see if I turn this, say I cut this way down here, if I were to turn this bandwidth way up or way down, you could see that would have a different effect on the frequencies around it. So a really tight bandwidth or a high bandwidth is going to give you a sharp downward curve, and this may be, if you're trying to get rid of just a real annoying frequency, or maybe there's some feedback on a certain frequency that you're finding, this is sometimes a good way to get rid of that. Generally speaking, if you're just doing a little low-end boost or a little high-end boost, you'll keep that bandwidth a little bit wider, and you can see how that's just going to give you an overall low-end boost. The high-pass filter on the PreSonus is a little different. It's actually a different knob, but let me show you when you use a high-pass filter. This is essentially what you're doing, is you're just causing that low end to roll off. And so you'll see on your PreSonus board that there is a high-pass filter that's separate from the parametric equalizer, but that is what, in fact, it is doing. It's rolling off that low end wherever you have that set. So what does this sound like? Let me show you. I'll play a track here. This is a guitar recording, and we'll go and find a spot here in the middle, and you can hear what the different frequency sounds like with the bandwidth or the Q adjusted wide and narrow. So let's play this back here. So you've got that guitar track there. If I boost that up, let me turn this on. So that's what it sounds like. Way turned up, way turned down. Now if I turn that up and I adjust this Q to where it's really wide, You can start seeing how that has a very different effect than that has, because you're adjusting a lot more frequencies there. So there's the basic pieces and parts of the equalization, the parametric equalization that you'll be using on the board that you're using if you're using a PreSonus, or even other boards have similar equalization. Hope that's helpful for you.